Greetings, YouTube. My birthday weekend was a blur. So much happened. But if there was one thing that was a blur more than anything else, it was that after Jay Fizzle was kind enough to double the amount of crystals we got to open on said birthday, in that batch of 10, it was two separate batches of 5 technically that we popped. Out of nowhere, I saw one new champion. And I thought, uh-oh, could this be the dad bod? Spoiler alert, of course it wasn't, but you know what it was? A guy that I thought we'd probably hunt after the dad bod, or certainly in the conversation. It's the 12-year-old that looks like he's cosplaying as Professor X. This guy is now part of my roster. And I've been waiting for a fun moment to do something different. Because, you see, for over 2 years now, I have held on to multiple 5-star generic Awakening gems. And yeah, is he the best candidate for one of these? Probably not. But I got 3. The last time I used one of these was on a 5-star Corvus, who people also told me wasn't worth a 5-star Awakening gem. That was a generic, and let me tell you, let me be the voice, you Corvus users. He's totally worth a generic. Screw the haters. I'm all about it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all this trash ISO. And we are going to do our best. And I hope, by the way, I waited to do this all birthday weekend. But what a great way to finish off the weekend with the new level up event, right? So I waited to do this until the level up event, because if you have rank ups and you can afford to wait at least a day or two, you just really want to wait until that level up event happens. So we are going to start. This guy, I have done nothing in terms of rank ups. He's straight out of the package, straight out of the crystal. But we're just going to see how high we can rank him up. And I really do hope, based off of the items I have saved up, that we can get this guy to rank 5. It's going to be a task. But we're up to it. And even though we can't get him to that much of the opportunity for SIG success, I still have a feeling it's going to be significantly better once all is said and done. Whatever that means. After this, we're probably going to have to go into the stash and get some more catalysts, too. Aw, yeah. Overflow catalysts. How sexy. There's so many things about this game that, like, you talk about, and if you've never played, people are just going to be like, what the heck are you talking about? Trust me, you don't want to know. All right, so do we have any tier? Yeah, we still have tier 1, and we still have tier 2. And so that is really good because we are using a ton of resources in a small amount of time. But that's okay. Special opportunity for a rank 5. And I gotta say, even though I don't do Alliance War, it feels like the tier 2 and the tier 5 have just been raining down. That's even before, like, I haven't purchased either of them from the Glory Store in like 2 weeks, and it still caused me to have some in overflow. So gotta love that. I once made a video of the best and worst values in the Glory Store, and there's no question that that it's not a great value to get the tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment crystals, but now that they're going to get a little bit cheaper, and most importantly, that you might be in a scenario like me where you've got everything else in the overflow, might as well get some tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragments. All right, so we've run out of Mutant ISO. It was only a matter of time. So we got to go tier 5 or bust now. Tier 5 or bust. Aw, yeah. Let's make it happen. Okay. He's at rank 4, YouTube. And aw, yeah. Look at that. I had it after all. Look at that VR headset looking thing. Just killing it. Just absolutely killing it. Looks like you're about to play Digital Fruit Ninja. meets Beat Saber. I do have a VR headset. And of course, you could look at me and be like, that makes sense. So I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I have the Oculus Quest. They have a new one that's supposed to be even better. I haven't bought it. I'm still waiting to get a PS5. That's what you kids tell me I need to get next. Prof, get a PS5. You look like you could use one. What does that mean? Nobody knows. But you know what? I probably could use one. Why am I talking to myself? Because you got to feel something while you're ranking up a champion. You don't just want it to be dead air. This isn't that kind of channel. Oh, Professor X, your PI is going to be pretty dang high even before I awaken you. And I appreciate that about you. Up to level 48. Look at that. Wolverine is so jealous. So jealous. I also wish, because I know that there's a smart select, but given that I'm just opening tier 5 at this point, I wish there was a way that you could just say select all, even when it's not smart to do so, quote unquote. Because it may not be the same class, but it's still able to do it. See if I did this. Yeah. Lame. Don't love it. Don't love that algorithm. But I do love that we are getting closer and closer to max sig ability. And by max sig, I of course don't mean max sig. I just mean max level. And we are there. He's going to be definitely over 13,000 PI, maybe even 14,000. Let's check it out. Oh, now the server decides it's going to be slow. Come on, Kabam. Come on. There we go. 14,000? Not yet. 13,710. Now keep in mind, that's already pretty amazing because Wolverine, who has the most pathetic prestige in the game, given the OP nature, I just said OP-ness, which meant OP strength, and that just sounds like an internet phrase. This is a really weird video. I totally admit that. 13,710 PI unawakened is higher than a SIG 200 Star-Lord and is so much higher. 13,710 unawakened, almost a full 1,000 higher than a SIG 200 Wolverine. And before we do this, we should do my favorite thing about the level up event, which, by the way, you take a 5-star straight from rank 1 to rank 5, you're just killing the level up event. Technically, if you wanted to space it out, you should probably do like rank 1 to rank 3 in one level up event, and then rank 3 to rank 5 in the second, and get 50 free units instead of 25. But this is for a video. I don't want to just wait for resource allocations. That's super lame. Okay, so the big part of that was the generic 5-star. So now, speaking of generic 5-star, because we just claimed a 6-stone that was generic 5-star, we are going to do this. First time I've done this in years. Boom! Confirm. Straight away. And then we're going to take our generic 6 stones and at least make it a little bit higher. And the thing is, when you're SIG 1, and you take them to like SIG 9, it still jumps the PI big time. I am also still waiting on my game to not have so much lag. I've had to restart it so much. Okay, so we've got 10 generics. He's going to go from, now he was at 14,000. He jumped like 300 PI just from awakening him. Gotta love his prestige. And now from 14,000, and I think we've got, one mutant. 14,000 like 20 to 14,330. That is phenomenal. Make that 14,349. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to stop this video now so we don't get that 10-minute double ads mark, because screw that. Have a great rest of your weekend, YouTube. This was a ton of fun. Thanks again to everybody who donated. Darren, Jay Fizzle, Franchise, and Mr. Joe. It was a great weekend, and it was all thanks to you all.